You're watching the History Fella channel, and in this video we're looking at the Battle of Chustenahlah. The Battle of Chustenahlah was fought in Osage County, Oklahoma, on December the 26th, 1861, during the American Civil War. A band of 9,000 pro-Union Native Americans were forced to flee to Kansas in bitter cold and snow in what became known as the Trail of Blood on Ice. Confederate troops undertook a campaign to subdue the Native American Union sympathizers in Indian Territory and consolidate control. They attacked Chief Opothola's band of Creek and Seminole at Round Mountain. The Confederates wanted to finish off the Indians by attacking them at their camp at Chustenahlah, in a well-protected cove on Bird Creek. Colonel James N. McIntosh and Colonel Douglas H. Cooper, commanding the Indian Department, planned a combined attack, with each of their columns moving on the camp in different directions. McIntosh left Fort Gibson on December 22nd with 1,380 men. On December 25th, McIntosh was told that Cooper's force could not join him for a while, but he decided to attack the next day, despite being outnumbered and facing severe cold weather conditions. McIntosh attacked the camp at noon. 1,700 pro-Union defenders were secluded in the underbrush, along the slope of a rugged hill. McIntosh devised a plan to converge on the crest with the South Kansas-Texas cavalry. Ordered to change directly up the steep bluff on foot, the 11th Texas advanced to their left, using the defile for concealment, while the 6th Texas circled to the right. As the Confederate attack progressed, the Native Americans began to fall back, taking over for a while and moving back. The retreat became a rout as the Federals reached their camp. The pro-Union Native Americans tried to defend their position, but were forced away again by 4 p.m. The survivors fled. Many went all the way to Kansas, where they found loyal Unionists. Colonel Stand Waite, with 300 Cherokee fighting for the Confederacy, intercepted the fleeing Creek and Seminole, killing 15. Chief Opothola's band mounted no further resistance after this encounter, and the Confederates followed no further. The remaining Union fighters and their families trekked to Fort Row, Kansas, deprived of their provisions due to their being forced to flee in haste. Nearly 2,000 died at or shortly after their arrival, due mostly to exposure and disease. The victorious Confederates captured 160 women and children, 20 blacks, 30 wagons, 70 yoke of oxen, about 500 Indian horses, several hundred of cattle, 100 sheep, and large quantities of supplies. Casualties were 9 killed and 40 wounded for the Confederates. Colonel McIntosh in his official report estimated the Union Indians' loss at 250. If you found the information in this video informative, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel.